What's up, Leos? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. Happy birthday to you all. Happy belated birthday. We are headed into Virgo season. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you for the month of September. Happy September. Happy Virgo season. All right, so do keep in mind with these general YouTube messages, they are general. That means not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Leos out there. I do hope lots of it resonates, but it's up to you to use your own discernment and discretion and intuition as to which messages are meant for you. Only take away things that you feel are for your best and highest good. And again, intuitively, you'll know what those are. If you are seeking additional messages or more clarity, please feel free to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and the videos associated with those signs. That's going to help you get more details and all the dirt, all the tea here at the Intuitive Teacup. What else do you need to know? Everything else is going to be in the comment box below, including the decks I am using today. We'll use this as our clarifier deck, as well as my social media channels. Check those out. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to hop in for my Leo friends for the month of September. As you know, energy is not fixed. It is free-flowing. So while I'm saying September, you know, give or take, there is no fixed start and stop point. So again, what resonates, take it and run with it. What doesn't resonate, please release it and push it aside. You don't need to take on that energy. Leo, let's do it. Knight of Pentacles. All right, so your energy is starting off with the Knight of Pentacles. I like that for you. It's a Virgo card. So Knights always bring change and movement into our life. And with Pentacles being earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they are representative of like trees, growing seeds to trees, right? So it's a very slow moving energy. It's a process that can't be rushed. But the Knight of Pentacles almost has like a safety net around him. He has a backup plan for the backup plan for the backup plan. So yeah, something about you were making progress, and while it may not feel like it may feel like you're pushing a bull, right? Something like that. Earth, very heavy, like pushing obstacles up a hill metaphorically. You are making progress. You know, again, Knights bring movement and change into our life, so that's very encouraging. Something about like feeding the beast or feeding the machine or feeding the whatever. I think that's meant in metaphor, but maybe that will mean something to someone. I think it has to do with like feeding things through the process of something. I don't know if it's paperwork or almost like the expression you're going through the motions. I think that's sort of what that's supposed to mean there. Now this card denotes trust. So you may be working on building a really solid relationship with someone, particularly a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, but they may have very strong Virgo in their chart, as well as Taurus. I'm getting like obviously with the bull, major kind of Taurus vibes here. But yeah, there's trust, there's a letting down of the guard, there's some need to be a little bit more vulnerable maybe than usual. Maybe you're inviting this person over for dinner, or you know, going out and I don't know, doing something social with them. Yeah, for a lot of you this might be a relationship. Let's clarify it. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles is the Eight of Swords. Interesting. So wow, this Eight of Swords actually has two people in it. Typically the Eight of Swords is a card of our own mental imprisonment, right? Fears, thoughts, and ideas that are not contributing positively to our overall mental health, right? Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's all about the mind. So frequently it's the card of fear. It's the card of, I can't do it because I don't have enough money. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not skinny enough. I didn't go to the right college. They don't like me. A lot of like kind of, bullshit stuff we tell ourselves that just isn't true. But frequently it's based in fear, right? So yeah, a need to be vulnerable and let your walls down. That's sort of what I'm getting here, both of you. Both of you in this card have like your backs turned towards each other. Like I said, I am getting a relationship dynamic. So it could be with a coworker, but it could also be with like a romantic prospect or a parent, whatever. Yeah, there's a need to get out of this prison of, it could have been harsh words you guys communicated in the past and that you both put your walls up because of maybe trust issues. But yeah, it's like you're getting back on the saddle. I think you've decided to maybe walk down a new path with this person. That's sort of what's being presented in your energy. Something about the transition of cycles from day to night, from dark to light, making a positive out of a negative, growth in a relationship, steady and solid growth. Maybe this is representing, your first big argument you ever had if you're a relatively new couple. But yeah, if this Knight of Pentacles is representing more your person, there's great energy around it. For most of you, I think it is you, Leo. But yeah, again, this person, when given a task, will see it through to the end. It may take them a long time. They may be very slow in their process, or slow communicating their ideas, or slow building that future, or, you know, working on the project, whatever. But they will get it done. They are extremely reliable and extremely practical. This isn't a daydreamy type energy. It's like rolling up our sleeves and like, okay, we're going to put this here and we're going to do that. Again, planning, backup plans to the backup plan. So interesting. All right, cool. So what is going to be your challenge or focus during the month of September for my Leos? Guys, the Ace of Cups. Love. I love it. Why is that your challenge, though? Is it restoring love? Is it restoring the peace and harmony of this relationship, maybe? Or if this is representing something you had to leave behind, something you had to, like, I'm almost getting, what is the word, like segment out from, or kind of like lock it up and throw away the key, like an energy that it's like it had bars around it of do not proceed, do not touch. It's something about like prison bars, but it's like you weren't able to break through. It might be finding new love. It's going to be a little bit different for all my Leos out there, but let's clarify. Finding love that is divinely guided, someone to wrap you in their arms, wrap you in their angel wings. It could be getting in touch with spirituality, especially for those who have had maybe a relative literally in prison. And again, it would be a very slow process of movement of, I don't want to say escape, but I think you get what I'm getting at. Finding hope, finding faith, finding joy, even though maybe you're not with your person. It doesn't have to be prison, but your person could also be, if not mentally stuck, I am kind of getting physically stuck with Pentacles at a job where you don't get to see each other a lot, or I don't know, living in a different city, living in across the state from each other, or something that presents obstacles. I'm getting obstacles here, but it's very hopeful trying to work through them. So yeah, challenge is maybe literally the idea of bringing your cups together, coming into one, right? We think of the Two of Cups as partnership, right? But it's cups that you're going to exchange, cups you're going to share, cups that, like in your wedding vows, you know, you pour them into each other, that kind of beautiful, ever-flowing love. But that's the challenge, or the focus, something you want to accomplish more of with your King of Cups, with your King of Love, with your King of Emotions. Now, he's very skilled in his emotions, right? He's done the battle of the heartbreak, right? He's been through rocky relationships, and he's learned tremendously about himself and his emotions, and who to give love to and who to refrain from, right? And that's exactly what this is, guys, right? It's that prison, right? Whether it's physical or mental, and then releasing the energy to slowly build and work towards something. Now, with the Ace of Cups, it is typically a new beginning, so for some of you, it might be new love. But so in that case, it might be letting your Scorpio go. There is sort of a morose energy, because it's like a very like bluish card. The tone of the card, the color tone, I mean. Yeah, it maybe is a little bit somber. I'm going to say sobering. Almost like you're still kind of looking at that person who's probably out of your life. But yes, again, the mental prison of sort of like, but was that the right thing to do? Should I have cut them off? It's asking you to channel your intuition. You may have been with a water sign, specifically a Scorpio or a Cancer. It could also have been a Pisces. But yeah, you have double water energy here. So what is, if the challenge or the focus is the new love, the fresh love, or combining cups, seeking out joy or spirituality, it's coming from an energy of the King of Cups. So either seeking joy, right, which is the obvious, but I do feel like this is your person. So potentially a romantic partner that, again, there's distance here. If you guys aren't severed, like the relationship isn't over, yeah, something about, yeah. He's not looking at the cup on my board. This is how it looks on mine. So it's like, I'm just getting like, this is your energy, right? Your challenge or focus, ultimately. Restoring love, you know, union, whatever. The King of Cups is looking elsewhere. So either he's physically not with you, maybe you guys did break it off or took some time apart, or again, maybe there's barriers, there's obstacles, there's different cities, there's jobs pulling you in different directions. And that would be challenging, right? I mean, oh, that breaks my heart just thinking about it. Not being able to be with the person you love. Well, that sucks. I don't like that. Let's do one of these fun little Gypsy Oracle cards. I never have an excuse to use them, so I'm breaking them out for September readings just for the hell of it. They're usually uber specific, so this isn't going to land for everyone, but we'll see. What else do we need to know about this King of Cups? Too many cards, but we'll take that one. King of Cups, joyfulness. All right, so that's great energy. I like that a lot. It kind of has Three of Cups energy, actually. Joyous celebrations, gatherings with friends. Oh, but yeah, guys, for some of you, it's third-party energy, right? Maybe that's why you're not with your King of Cups. Maybe that's why it's a slow road to repair it, because they may have had involvement with another person. Maybe that's what this Eight of Swords is about, is they broke your trust. They disobeyed your trust, your loyalty to each other, and so now you're in this mental prison of, do I trust them or do I not? I don't know how to fix this. And again, as I was saying, like forcing a bull, forcing like this heavy mass or weight up a hill, it's almost requiring more effort. Is it ultimately worth it in the end? Is it going to feel good in the end to have to put in all this labor and endeavor, all this labor and into this endeavor? Sorry. Oh crap! I just lost my train of thought. What was that? Oh, okay. This might be you being stubborn. Again, Taurus energy of, I will accomplish this goal. I will change this person's mind. I will say that's not the healthiest state of mind if you're not focused on you. To have determination and passion and, you know, kind of a, take no prisoners, that just came up. That's funny. But no, not taking no for an answer, that's okay if you're trying to increase your own vibration, but there's something about trying to do it to another person, and I'm just getting that might be a road to disaster. This king, I think, is the bull, and so it's sort of like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. That's for a very specific Leo, because some of you are involved in riding horses or live near like a horse farm or equestrian type skills or hobbies is coming through. Maybe that's your king. Interesting. Or you could be dealing with like a Sagittarius, another fire sign. Interesting. The thing is, I think you guys got along, at least at some point. There was joyous energy, but yeah, I'm just getting third-party energy. So even if it's not a person, and for some of you it probably is, mainly because of this card, two people in the trap, if you will, picking the next, it's not victim, but like the next option. A third party could also be work. Again, if they're working in a different city, and I'm not, for those people, I'm not saying your person's cheating on you. Please don't jump to wild conclusions. Again, intuition with these cups. You know, if you're feeling it, then maybe have a conversation with them, but yeah. This person may be distracted elsewhere. I just heard bachelor party, like celebrating with the boys or with the guys. And I mean, to be clear, the King of Cups doesn't have to be masculine. This could represent your woman for anybody who's interested romantically in women, right? Yeah, but interesting. There's one guy and two girls in that card. I'm just going to put that out there. And so, yeah, there's some challenging energy. I think you need to get on the same page as your King of Cups, because what he's loving or what he's looking at, what he's enjoying, what's bringing him joy, it's in addition to the cup you present to him. So maybe this is a healthy hobby. Maybe this is a healthy thing that he's also getting joy from. But yeah, I'm just getting, even in this card, it's like the bull is looking off towards something else. But I almost called you Virgo, Leo. You're having like this nice little conversation with him, but then it's like he's going to stop and you're going to be like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Like his weight drags the whole thing down, if that makes sense. Like his stopping impacts the ride or the course of action, knights, right? It's almost like this bull has power over the knight when the knight is supposed to be riding the bull or riding the horse, right? No more bullshit, I just heard. No more bullshit. What is this? Okay, interesting, Leo. What is the help available to you in the month of September? The Chariots. I love it. Well, you're getting back on the horse, right? We said that expression a couple times. Again, getting back on the horse. Something about horses, equestrian. I don't know what that is. But there they are. There's the horse, black and white. Opposing energies, dark and light, right? But ultimately, they have to work in unison together to move forward. So for some of you, if this is a business partner And again, you're mentally not in alignment. You feel like you got stuck together, like you're trapped. You're like, oh, I got assigned this guy on this project. We have to travel around together. The chariot can be travel. It's about balancing the two out. The horses must work together in unison to achieve victory, to move forward. Cancer energy, heavy Cancerian energy. And again with this King of Cups as well, too. King of Cups is typically a Scorpio card for me, but Cancer is so predominantly focused here. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancer. But if that's the case, though, if that's the same energy, and it doesn't have to be, you might work with a Cancer, or even some of you may have like a driver, or, oh my gosh, this is so funny, an Uber driver or like a Lyft driver that gives you some sort of advice. That's coming up as help here. I've actually never gotten that message before from this. That's actually really funny. But just the idea of mobility and transportation on an airplane, on a bus, yeah, whatever, in a taxi, someone you know or possibly don't know, right, if it's your driver, may offer you some sort of gem. Maybe it's wisdom about a past relationship they had, and that's not for everybody. I'm not the type of person who loves to chat it up with my Uber driver, but that's just me, you know, you do you. You do you, Leo. That's kind of funny. Angel of guidance, though. Yeah, someone is giving guidance or guiding the direction. And maybe this is representative of you trying to, like, steer us back on track, right? If this bull comes to a halt and, you know, you can't physically push it, right? It's too heavy. Yeah, maybe it's about coming together, bearing your souls, bearing your emotions so that you can work together and move forward. You may have children with this person, and that might be impacting your ability to progress, to succeed in life, either together or individually. There is something about, like, checking the ego at the door and being like, all right, we have to do this together, let's make it work, right? Make it work can be a lot of different things. It doesn't have to be, you know, stay in a loveless marriage, right? But stay together for the kids. That's a Blink-182 song, right? I don't know if that's the best advice, but work together for the kids, maybe, right? Yeah, something about somebody needs to stop being so domineering and, yeah, and argumentative, I was about to say. Cracking the whip is what's coming down, the way this charioteer is holding that object. The charioteer, or the chariot, is a great card, but yeah, there's something about this. It's like they come off all soft and fuzzy, this very warm-hearted person, but they actually have quite a venomous sting if you do them wrong. Oh, that's Scorpio energy. It's Cancer or Scorpio, I think a lot of you are dealing with, or Virgo. Interesting. So yeah, it's like whoever has been driving this relationship, they may have been doing it in like a spiteful, vindictive type energy. If someone cheated or somebody stepped out of line, right? Stepped over the boundaries, crossed the boundaries. Thank you, Spirit. Crossed the boundaries, stepped over the line. The other person may have been like really being a jerk, for lack of a better term. I could throw some colorful language in there. But being a real jerk to this person. And the thing is, understandable, right? If this person broke your heart, you may want to come at them with that, you know, that stinger, right? Or those pinching claws. But ultimately, I'm just getting, you have no choice but to work with this person on some level. Maybe you're part of the same team, right? At work, or again, maybe you have children together, maybe whatever. Maybe it's your brother and sister, your family, right? There's something that's like coming to the reality of we have to make this work. So put the whip down. Stop approaching it as like, whoosh, whoosh, we're doing it my way. Very like domineering, very ego-based commands, right? This is about like coming off your high horse, more horse metaphors, and like having like a down-to-earth conversation where you're not jabbing at each other. It's like what was once a playful fight escalated into like some really simmery tempers, and now it's like someone's taking cheap shots. That's what's coming on here. Like, don't take cheap shots, Leo. I get that you're angry. This is one of your cards. You're angry, you're upset, you're maybe bitter, you feel heartbroken, you know, maybe this person did you wrong, they disobeyed your trust, your loyalty. But again, it's the classic metaphor, don't fight fire with fire. It's not going to help the situation. Your help available to you is to be the charioteer. Drive the horses forward, pull them together in unison and harmony. Yes, they're different. Yes, they don't approach life the same way. They have differing opinions. They feel things and process emotions differently, but they still have to work together. this conflict isn't going to accomplish your goal, your victory. This is a card of victory, right? So whatever your victory is, the task or thing you're trying to accomplish, maybe it's saving a marriage. It's not going to work with fumes and fires and tempers and conflict, with arguments. It gets nothing done. You will not be victorious at the end of the day when you're sparring with each other. I just heard get over yourself. And maybe that's what you've said to your person. Maybe that's what they've said to you. Get over yourself. Yeah, ego, check it out the door. It's not happening. Or it's not helpful. All right, so what is going to be the guidance for you, Leos? The Six of Swords. And it's called the Resolution card. I love that. Very cool. All right, so Six of Swords. Moving on. Something about we've been through some sort of conflict, potentially had a really difficult discussion. There were cutting words. There were wounded hearts, emotions, but ultimately the words were cutting. Something about what was said or communicated was left an imbalance, a 5, right? The 5 of Swords. So we move on from that guilt or hesitation or that looking back over our shoulder of like, should I have done that? Like, I feel guilty, I feel weird about it, I feel shame, or even the kind of like, I feel vindictive, like I need to get revenge now. All that, we're moving past it. And that's what this is. This is like the 5 of Wands. So it's more passionate. It's more passionate arguments. It's not just mental games. It's like potentially physical fighting. Hopefully not. But it could be. This could also represent your kids fighting too. Yeah, something about it for those going through a messy like divorce or split. It might be a reflection of what your kids are seeing and maybe acting out. Something about, this is so random, for those who watch Big Little Lies? Nicole Kidman's, no spoilers, but abusive relationship, right? And so the sons are starting to see that, and yeah, it's not great, right? Because they're starting to mock what they see adults doing. So yeah, something about that is important here. Be careful about who's watching your actions. It sounds like something you'd say to your kids about Santa Claus. Like, Santa Claus is always watching, don't do this, don't argue with your brother. That's actually a message coming through here for someone. But ironically, it's like the adults are being told that. Yeah, your actions speak louder than words. That's important. And yeah, something about be careful who's watching. And maybe that has to do with a third-party energy or, God, spirit, universe, whatever you believe. Interesting. So anyway, your advice or guidance is like, let's move on and find resolution. Let's put this sucker to bed. Let's put it to rest. As I was saying, like, let's lock the door and throw away the key. If this is not an avenue we wish to pursue anymore, and it's not gonna be for everyone, but if you're cutting off a marriage, if you're getting divorced, it's like, let's go through the process. Let's like get through it together, right? Like, where do I sign? Where's this? Be civil about it, right? Maybe it's a civil split. And for some of you, it's trying to repair a relationship. I see that too, but it comes with struggle, right? It has in the past. The underlying energy is this, but now it's like you're manning up and stepping up to the plate, or sorry, not manning up, but man or woman, whatever. Yeah, you're riding it through, riding through to victory. So Six of Swords, resolution, also Page of Cups. Wow, guys, friendship. That is so hopeful. These cards were like made to go together, right? Especially for your story. Sorry for the weird shadows, but yeah, it's coming to some sort of peaceful conclusion. For a lot of you, it is going to be friendship. Again, we have children together, and so, we're still going to be dropping the kids off and going to all their soccer games together. Let's, ultimately, let's be friends. I'm not going to show up to the soccer game and ice you out and freeze you out, and that's that bullshit. Like, it's not going to work. I'm not going to shame you and make you feel weird in front of our friends anymore. Like, let's talk about the spilled cups, right? If that's what it is, like, let's have a conversation about it. And, it may even end up in some sort of, like, laughing dynamic of, like, I can't believe I did that. And you're like, yeah, I can't believe you did that either. But it's something like making light of the situation. And I don't mean to make light of this reading, because I can sense that there's actually some very heavy energy here. But you have to think, if this is romantic of any kind, you guys worked together once very nicely. And so you do have fond memories together, Paige. Memories of when you were younger, but also Paige being children, right? Staying together for the kids. That song keeps coming up. Staying friends or staying in a peaceful relationship maybe for the kids, but also maybe looking back on some sort of memories allows you to make peace with the situation and find resolution so that you guys can move on. Let's throw one clarifier on this. You might be dealing with a Pisces or an Aquarius, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Virgo. The Three of Pentacles, yeah, teamwork. Absolutely. I am getting mother, father, child, or whatever, father, child. Doesn't matter about gender per se, but the idea of three, building together, teamwork, coming together, and also aligning yourself better, right? How I was saying, finding hope and spirituality and maybe healing, aligning your mind, body, and soul. This is earth energy, so it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, seeds, progress over time. Slow and steady. You can't push the bull. You just have to, again, lead the horse to water and hope it drinks. You can guide it, you know, you can, I was going to say tempt it, but that sounds kind of weird. That might be third party type energy popping up there. Tempt the bull. I don't know about that. But yeah, all these people are working together. Everybody's doing their part, right? No one's putting in more effort than the other or less effort than the other. Again, coming down to each other's level, being very grounded and practical. That was coming up with the Knight of Pentacles. This is the worker card, right? Sort of the worker bee-ish. Doing the work together to find resolution and maybe find love again. Maybe find peace and harmony. Maybe find friendship again. But yeah, it involves everybody coming together to like work through this. It's not like one person is excluded just because the other one is the one who cheated. It's like, again, check your ego. You're both in this prison together, so you may as well like try and work together to find the key, to break out, right? Sorry, Leo, my camera froze there. All right, so we're going to throw one more clarifier on this. I do have to say, at the bottom of your deck is child. Baby, coming through. I feel like Leos get a lot of readings about their children in the past couple months, more than any other sign, at least, that I've done. Let's clarify this dynamic for Leo here. Can we throw one clarifier on this for Leo? This one. Letter. So communication, right? Exposing your truth, your feelings, reconciliation. This may have to do with the home and the changing of an address, if somebody's moving out or moving back in. Also, final documentation put on some sort of like, divorce or settlement papers. It could be contracts with home or the house. Something about your child going back to school, getting something in the mail. It has to do with the teamwork. Whatever this letter is, it has to do with, again, the group decision. Even if you don't have kids, it has to do with, again, like whoever is involved in the situation. And it's communication of some sort, right, with a letter. Maybe it has to do with this knight bringing it in. Knights can be messengers as well as pages, right? It would be an emotional message, though, if it's coming from the Page of Cups. Maybe for some of you, maybe your child writes a letter to you both, like, please don't get a divorce, like something about, I heard about mommies and daddies or whoever who gets a divorce. It could be something like that, and it hits you right in the feels. It just hit me right in the feels, Leo. Jesus. Whew. All right, bottom of your deck, Three of Wands. You have so many cards of three, don't you? Three people there. No, maybe you don't. Three of Pentacles. Where did I get the other three from? I guess the Chariot. And this reminded me of Three of Cups. But anyway, waiting for your ships to come in, patience, but it also says preparation. So what do you need to be prepared for? I almost take that as one little last like warning or guideline. Are you thinking bigger picture? When your ships start to come in, are you prepared for what's on them? If you're having a conversation with someone about the divorce or getting back together, whichever way it goes, are you prepared for what they're going to say, or are you only preparing for your own communication? Again, it's a two-way street. You're in this prison together, so I'm sorry, but there is something about ego here. It's like the one cup. Well, there's two cups involved here, so it's like someone needs to be more considerate of the other people's thoughts and feelings and ideas, and make sure it's a mutual decision on who's building, where are we building, who's building and what. Do we want to build together? That might be kind of this advice or guidance, is having that conversation, putting it in ink, or at least having it in words, some sort of conversation. But again, be gentle. Do it with love. Do it with love and kindness. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. I hope that resonated. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonated, and I will see you beautiful Leos next time. Bye, guys.